Your rig hits black ice. No warning. Brake failure light. Steep descent. No grip. Ice water floods your windshield. Zero visibility. No control. You set the parking brake on a rain-soaked lot. Trailers stretch out behind you forever. Your gloved hand checks the reefer seal. Priority freight tag is on, and it better stay there. GPS shows 12 hours of mountain road ahead. The pass closes in 4. Do the math. Dispatch radios a hard deadline run, but the first way station flags your paperwork immediately. You roll into mountain fog, and the road drops to a single lane with zero shoulder space. A gust slams your high-sided trailer, and the wheel kicks hard straight out of your hands. You drop a gear, and the take climbs toward the red. Engine screaming behind the firewall. Rocks crack off the hillside and hit your windshield. You jerk the wheel around a boulder. Trailer tires clear a concrete barrier by inches on a live construction zone. Zero margin here. The trailer fishtails left. You countersteer hard, hold the wheel, and the rig straightens out. You pull onto the shoulder and find one rear tire badly torn by road debris. You change the tire yourself in the rain on a dark interstate with traffic blowing hard past. A car rockets out of a tunnel and cuts your lane on a blind pass. Zero warning. You blast the air horn and wrestle 40 tons back from the edge of a jackknife. While you work the iron, a driver stops behind you, starts yelling, and films you on video. At a junction, a group blocks the road. One man grabs your moving cab door handle. You lock the doors, keep rolling in a slow crawl, deny the crowd any room to surround. A state trooper cruiser pushes through and carves a corridor just wide enough to pass through. The officer backs your call. The aggressive driver returns to his car and clears out ahead. You return to the tire change. 25 minutes lost, and the deadline is not waiting now. Your trailer monitor throws an error. The reefer temp is climbing and cargo is at risk now. Steam rises from the hood and the coolant gauge spikes, needle buried deep in the red zone. You pull off onto a narrow strip and yank the hood latch, metal burning through your glove. The alternator belt is nearly gone and antifreeze has sprayed all across the whole engine bay. Flashlight clamped in your teeth, fingers tightening the belt in the rain with no shelter. You crank the engine, watch the gauges flicker and settle. Temp drops back to normal range. A blown hose gets field taped. Risk is real, but you are rolling again down the road. Back on the highway at reduced speed, pulling over every 30 minutes to check under the hood. Rain becomes wet snow, and the asphalt goes under black ice with no warning whatsoever. Your rig hits a steep switchback, and the drive tires spin and slip on the glazed incline. You step into the blizzard and drag heavy tire chains out of the box behind your cab. Soaked gloves fight frozen steel links as you wrestle chains onto the tires in ankle-deep slush. Back inside, full diff lock engaged. The truck grinds forward, metal teeth biting into the ice. GPS signal drops. You switch to manual and unfold a paper map to navigate the mountain route. An avalanche warning crackles on the radio. You drop to a crawl and hold your breath hard. The storm eases and you push back out. But now you are 6 full hours behind schedule. Dispatch calls. The client threatens to reject the load if the delay tops 8 hours total. Your nav recalculates and brings worse news. The main route is fully blocked by a rock slide. The only detour crosses an old wooden bridge rated 15 tons. Your loaded rig weighs 40. You walk the bridge in your headlights and work out axle load math on a notepad. Your call. Cross at minimum speed. Cab door open, ready to bail if the structure gives way. The deck flexes and pops under your front axle. Every plank groans like it is finished. Rear trailer axles roll onto solid ground, and the bridge disappears in your mirror. You made it. Dispatch is hunting a backup driver back at base. But the fallback plan is already unraveling. Your CB crackles with a distress call. A jackknifed van is sliding toward a river embankment. You angle your rig across the shoulder to block traffic and unwind the steel recovery cable out. You hook the cable to the van's frame while it rocks above the drop. No margin left. Your truck roars. Cable goes taut. The van slides back onto pavement. Quick handshake in the dark. You are moving again, but the pass closes in 15 minutes and you are still miles short. The pass approach is blocked by a lane closure. The detour adds 40 more minutes of driving. Traffic locks up and you sit at a dead stop. Engine idling, clock ticking against the deadline. You use the stop, eat, log your hours in the record book, eyes closed for 40 minutes. Fog thickens until your own hood vanishes. You steer by the white line and nothing else. On a long downhill, the brake pedal goes soft and mushy. The brakes are cooked from overuse. Lightning strobes the valley and shows a wall of stopped vehicles filling the road right ahead. You scan the hillside and spot a runaway truck ramp, a gravel escape lane on the slope. You cut right and punch the rig into deep gravel, a bed built to stop exactly this. Dust and gravel hammer the cab windows, violent shaking, then sudden stillness. 1 foot from concrete, you sit with both hands locked on the wheel in total silence. Your hands are shaking hard. 3 problems hit at once: brakes, routing, client pressure. You handle all 3 by radio. You call highway maintenance on the CB and request a wrecker to pull you back onto pavement. Fellow truckers stop uphill and switch on their hazards. A solid wall of flashing amber steel. A recovery tractor arrives and the crew chains up, bleeding the air brake system on the ramp. Your rotors glow orange and the roadside mechanic runs a full air system check before clearing you. You walk the trailer and check the reefer. Temp held, seal intact, every pallet completely fine. New strategy: tuck in behind an experienced driver and finish the route in convoy second position. 5 rigs roll the switchbacks in tight formation. Speed steady, spacing clean, rhythm stays strong. City lights appear in the valley far below, and the tension across your shoulders finally drops. Your rig rolls under terminal floodlights, and the air suspension hisses down to dock level below. You step down and your legs go soft. 14 hours of hard road takes its toll. You cut the seal and swing the doors wide. Cold fog pours out, every pallet inside intact. The dock worker scans the manifest and signs the receipt without once looking up from the clipboard. You look down at your hands. Grease, road grime, and dried antifreeze in every crease and fold. Dispatch calls to say thanks. The client accepted the load, 0 penalties, 0 claims, nothing filed. You walk the rig and count the damage. Scraped paint, 1 cracked headlight, and a bent step. You climb into the sleeper berth and lie down fully dressed, jacket on, too tired to care. Your eyes find the family photo on the dash, the faces you drove toward all night long. You kill the panel, and the cab goes dark and quiet for the very first time tonight. Outside, first gray light of dawn moves across the terminal yard as a brand new day starts. You close your eyes, and your hands still twitch, fingers gripping a wheel no longer there. Another rig rolls in and backs to the dock. The next shift is already underway now. Your engine ticks as it cools. This shift is done. Load delivered. The road behind you now. You read the full manifest at last. Not electronics. Medical oxygen cylinders for a mountain hospital. Your phone flashes an alert. The pass is closed 1 full week. You crossed that bridge last. By not stopping, you kept the convoy moving. 14 hours, 0 HOS violations, 0 incidents logged. 40 tons behind your seat were the only oxygen supply reaching hundreds of patients in that hospital. This was never freight. It was a delivery of time, and time was what nobody had left. Every second of fear on that bridge bought someone the chance to breathe the next morning alive. The world runs not on plans. It runs on people who keep driving when everyone else quits. Your shift is done. But the road never really lets go. Not fully. Not ever at all. The rig rolls into the morning fog, swallowed by the highway, gone from sight. Insider shift. Shift complete. Like, subscribe. Next one is already rolling your way.